Sunday, it's Monday now. I just saw a TikTok about God. People ask, why do God let bad things happen?
Now, from Paris to New
The
York,
perfect answer to that question is human beings have free will. The biggest mistake God ever made,
if you're not, here's a good reason why you should. Here's my man.
The biggest mistake he ever made was giving Adam I feel like I can't say he made a mistake. He didn't make a mistake. One of the most misunderstood things is God punishing his own children. A parent will punish his own child anytime. I will punish my kids until the wheels fall off. I don't care. My kids will get I won't whoop them. The difference between a spanking and a whooping. A whooping means I'm beating you. A spanking means I spanked you with my hand. My kids are gonna get spanked. I don't feel no types of bad about it. I don't feel any kind of way. I'm spanking my kids because, not because I was spanked. I mean, I was spanked younger. I got being spanked around 4th grade, honestly.
This season's still getting up to full speed, Brent. What's been your impression of this year's?
But that was because I was low-key not the best kid, you know what I mean? I wasn't no exemplar. I wasn't the best. But the question was like, why did God do that? First off, for over 400 years, so we gotta really calculate. The population in the world was much smaller, but over 400 years, 15. It's estimated. One of the lowest estimates is 15 million slaves were killed. 6 million Jews were killed, and a total of what?
To the middle. Here's the great.
In the war of the Holocaust was 4 years. This so I see a timeline of the Holocaust, 1933 to 1945, but I mean, the real, no disrespect, the acts really started taking place in 1941. 1940. I mean, they created the concentration camps. It was, they try to compare it to slavery. 400 years. No one person lives who can be into it. If you started, you never got to see the end. A lot of people who started the Holocaust, I mean, yeah, a lot of people died, but not everyone died. Now, that was just the estimated population of slaves, not even the ones that were killed. It was probably the same number, honestly.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far.
The thing is, they're not going to record how many slaves were killed, right?
Here's the great.
They're not going to do that.
5 to shoot. The great, the pass to Curry.
Dead slaves was not a concern of the government in any way, shape, or form. They didn't care if you were dead or alive. If you were a slave, you were a slave.
It's hauled in by the Suns.
But I don't know.
Exactly who you want taking that shot.
The Holocaust has to be one of the, and I hate to say it like this, Jewish white, well, no, they're Jewish. Jewish people, I don't call them Jews, I call them Jewish people. Because let's be honest, the original Jews, I mean, let's not say the original, but a Jew, as to what they are now, as to what they were then, are not the same. Jews were Middle Eastern, African, they weren't European. The white people you see walking around with yarmulkes are Jewish. That's what they call Jewish people. Pete Ye did not say that country on all Jews. He said Jewish people. Because I mean, you got to think about, they're all imported from European countries. These are not authentically Jewish people. The Jews are of Israel. Look, a lot of people in Israel don't even look. I mean, of course, adjustments happen. We got a lot of light-skinned black people. But that's why we call them white skin. We don't call them dark skin. I mean, yeah, there's one word that unifies the race, but there is a word that recognizes the color. That's why they're not called Jews and they're called Jewish. The people in Israel are getting crucified right now. All this free Gaza or Palestine, whatever it is. They're getting crucified right now. But if they were white Jews, this would be different. Nobody wanted to kill Russia. I mean, the Russia-Ukraine war was a very terrible war. But guess what? Ain't nobody crying about it. I mean, Ukraine flags from being taken down all houses since then. We can't all be for Palestine, you know. It's funny how we choose a side based off of internet. A lot of the people choosing sides will never understand the perspective. This is a war between Muslims and Jews right now. Okay. And these aren't even full Jews. A lot of these people are Jewish. But no disrespect, no disrespect. You from where you from and stuff. It's difficult to explain, but he said, if God was so great, why did he let his children die? Why does he let sick children, or not sick children, healthy children, die in natural disasters and things like that? If he was really a good God, why? And then Cliff said, free will. I was just reading about this. Aldous Huxley and Martin Luther King spoke on free will. Free will means that you have the will to do anything. You know, when there's a will, there's a way. So imagine if the will was free. If you're willing to do something, there's a way to do it. The way you do it is completely designed by your will. If you are willing to take the shortcut all the time, everything you're gonna do is halfway or 100% not yours. But if you're willing to have to fall in line to, you know, get to where you want to be in life, life will be a little easier for you. I mean, a little harder for you, but it'll be easier to understand your circumstances of free will. People who know they have free will and don't abuse it are the ones who finish life successfully. Someone who abuses their free will is people who steal other people's designs. Yeah, you are making a profit off it, but within 10 years you had to sell your company because it wasn't working out. Why? Because you didn't understand the design of the company. You stole the idea, and now you can't deal with it. Now you can't hold yourself accountable to the new standard. This is how it works every single time. So, but free will, and he's not lying. I mean, the reason Hitler got away with killing 6 million Jews is because no one stepped in and said, what are we doing? I mean, no one that he had respect for. You gotta think, when evil spirits don't just go away, you have to fight evil with good. You can't fight evil with evil. poor it through. That was on me, but at least I made it. You never see someone Adam and Eve, after they ate the apple, God was no longer responsible for what happens to them. God is not responsible for what happens to us, but when you have God, God is always on your side. But when you want God in your corner, somebody who wants God in their corner is someone who believes in Him. Imagine you don't believe in me and you expect me to be like, let's go, let's go. Yeah, I mean, you don't support everyone else around you and not support that one person who you want in your corner. The reason Tank Davis has guys like Floyd Mayweather trying to work with him so much is because he loved guys like that. When you are the best at what you do, and you're the person you are a fan of. I wouldn't say idolize the negative thing. Idolization is the definition of worshiping a false god or deity, in my opinion. I mean, when you worship someone other than God, it's a sin. My thing is this, the one thing about people don't realize is the reason Christians sin so much is because we have free will. If we were under the constrictions of, and I'm not making Christianity look bad, but imagine being under the constrictions of you have to wear a hood, you can't do this, you can't do that. This is why people turn against themselves, against each other, against their religion. Why are you trying to define my life? And no issue, but it's like not define my life, but why are you trying to control my every move? Cut that up, bro. That fart. I'm trying to watch a Bob Marley movie with my girl, but all these joints so far away. Yeah, that was the question, and he said free will. Think about what we've seen. It was Jesus had free will. You know, Jesus decided to preach the gospel, and he got killed for it. And you know, I don't really want to tap into all this white things about Jesus. They talk about Jesus, you know, a lot in the Bible. You know, one thing my grandfather told my dad what he preached when he was the pastor, the leader of the house, was, how could they hide a white Jesus and a black Egypt? Think about that. How could they hide a white Jesus and a black Egypt? That's like trying to hide a white man in the hood, or trying to hide a black man in Mexico. That's impossible almost. I mean, you do got some dark-skinned people in Mexico, but I'm talking dark black with dread. I mean, locks, not dreads. With, you know, just a black man. And I'm not saying every black man got locks or anything, or they're really dark or nothing like that. Pass to Curry. But you know how hard that is. To hide somebody that people consider dark as night in Mexico. Yeah, it's already hard enough being light-skinned in Haiti. You know what I mean? In Haiti, you can't be light-skinned in Haiti.
Yeah, you just look at the numbers, BA. They're staggering about what happens when this team doesn't have Steph Curry on the floor. And really Curry becomes the entirety of the way this offense works.
You can't be light-skinned in Haiti, they'll kill you. You know what I mean? No disrespect. That might not be true, but based off, you know, what we've seen, you know. But even then, there's a ton to assess, right? About God and free will. God created free will because he knew that he wanted to be fair. The devil has a power. His power isn't, I mean, God could easily have made everyone believe in him, and this is a world. He could have developed another world and took the people off this world and put us on it. But he didn't, because he's fair. Steal, kill, and destroy. Cheating. That's one thing the Bible talks about: steal, kill, destroy, and cheating. Why would I cheat now? I'm the most powerful being. I'm the most powerful thing imaginable. One of the most powerful beings imaginable. We're not even beings, things. Jesus died on a cross. Jesus had a taste of
Left side Curry.
The dark. Okay, let's skip past this crazy word. Jesus had a taste of the darkness of this world way before many even had an idea. Beaten, his flesh and skin was hanging off his back. Organs exposed. They fed him. He said he was thirsty. He begged. All he said was, "Forgive them, Lord. Forgive them, God, for they know not what they do." And he forgave him. You know, God was far more vicious, not vicious, notorious for having no boundaries. He flooded the earth. God flooded the earth. Why do you think that the Middle East has so much gold and oil? It's the sacred land. Respectfully, the sacred land has some of the most sacred things: diamonds, oil, Africa diamonds, oil in Saudi Arabia, gold, mines, money out the wazoo, deserts for miles, not miles, days.
Here's the great, covered by little.
Imagine measuring land in time.
Just 5 to shoot.
Not distance, time.
Another 3 for Golden State.
You can measure that land in time.
3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond.
It's the sacred land. The Middle East was the sacred land. The Middle East has now developed since then with the inclusion of the Europeans, because the Middle East is in Europe. So of course you're going to have some mixture of white, some mixture of black, some mixture of everything, honestly. You African, Caucasian, it's a whole like charcuterie board of races that come to create the Middle East. Same with the Indians. You know, I feel like the people that were here were Europeans, Native Americans, Indians, so on and so forth. Native Indians, you know, if I'm not mistaken, it's used as the indigenous, the indigenous people of the land. And then, of course, people migrate. Prime example was them finding a way. My thing is this, right? They went from Europe to the United States on a boat with no motor, using the wind. The wind. And them storms were scarier than the ones we have now. Them supernatural animals were real then. The Loch Ness Monster, there's no doubt in my mind it was a real monster, but I doubt that it's alive now. You know, I have doubts that it's alive. You couldn't tell me, you couldn't convince me that the Loch Ness Monster wasn't real. If Jonah could get swallowed by a whale, if Daniel could survive nights in the lion's den, if Jesus could come back from the dead, there's no doubt in my mind it was a Loch Ness Monster. Okay? There's no doubt in my mind that dragons existed. We know giants existed. Okay? We know giants existed. And when God flooded the earth, he killed some of the giants. We're forgetting God flooded the earth. Imagine if there was no water on this earth.
He's a guy who isn't rattled easily, and that shows in his free throw shooting numbers.
Imagine one of the oceans go empty.
Here's the great, guarded by Durant.
I hate when they cut and instead of just staying out where they were, bro.
Finish at the rim by Booker.
My turnover numbers have been going up because, like, but look at that. No, I can't. I'll be so ready to quit after I get a bunch of turnovers because it's stupid. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Give me the ball, bro.
Toughness through that play. Durant is not afraid to attack the defense.
Pass to Curry. Here's the great, guarded by Durant.
What kind of like 2K is this doing anything now?
Outside Booker takes a 3, and Booker cash on the 3. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Phoenix.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
The tally on offensive rebounds right now has been really impressive. They've just been in the right spot at the right time.
But it's the art of free will. I mean, there's so much that goes into why God lets things happen. But he gave, I wouldn't say he gave the devil as much power, because the devil can't do half of what God can do. But the devil has a power in the sense of where this is the devil's realm. The devil was first banished to the earth. And then Lucifer was first banished to the earth. And
they put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
What about their offense?
Then hell was created. When Jesus died for our sins, he went to hell, and then he resurrected and went to heaven.
They did a great job of not settling. Keep working the ball around, finding the best look. Let's see if they can keep that up.
People thought before Jesus there was no heaven and hell. I remember hearing people saying that. Before Jesus there was no heaven and hell. There was a heaven and hell far before Jesus. Right?
Here's Lee.
So, how do I feel? I do feel that those before Jesus that had passed, I do believe there was a chance that
almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And Durant with the block.
Durant covering a lot of territory with his length.
They didn't go to heaven. I mean, Augustine is one of the prime examples of the discovery of Jesus and what it can do. Plato, Opidius, Othello, all those guys. Do I think they went to heaven? Nah. They knew there was a higher power, but they called them the gods. Not God. They believed there were singular people responsible for certain things. One thing that's always been true about this earth is the belief in good and evil. So you gotta assess that there's one good entity and there's an evil entity. Do people really think there's no explanation as to why? Like, do people actually feel there's no explanation as to why people act like witches, why we have witches and wizards and warlocks, why people commit evil acts on each other?
Pass to the great, move too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Well, I like that they've also emphasized the three-point line. They've trained a good number from beyond the arc this year.
Green, the pass to Curry. The shot no good. Phoenix is gone 5
if
10.
We don't believe in it, we positive entity in God. Do we believe in the evil entities? When you say there's no God, you have to say there's no devil. So there's no such thing as heaven and hell. You think that once you die after you've done bad your entire life, you'll be fine? Think about it. There has to be something there. Some people be begging, I really need $1,000. I really need $1,000. And they get it. It's not luck. It's not. It's your fate. Fate. I believe fate. Fate and faith, I feel, go hand in hand. If you have no faith, then your fate is not guaranteed.
I don't think that you could argue that. He certainly has all of the accolades.
You gotta be believing in something.
MVPs, finals MVPs.
You don't believe in nothing and want something, you know, and expect something, you know.
Well, we're always wishing good health on any player, but
you don't go to a restaurant and expect to be hungry after. That's not the expectation. If you go to a new restaurant, you're hoping the food is good and that you're full. The customer service is good. You don't go to a restaurant knowing the customer service is bad, the food's not good, and you don't get full.
He's got 12.
There's a level of belief in God in everyone.
And Booker just keeps.
People fear doing bad, okay?
Down low. Here's Durant.
People want to do good, right?
Well, he made some kind of adjustment.
So how is there no God?
been impressive shooting the ball during the second.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm getting at? How can we fear doing evil? We have repercussions for evil. We don't have repercussions for good. There's consequences for evil and benefits of good. You see what I'm saying? So Jesus died on the cross for our sins. He died with good intentions of eliminating evil. So in the act of eliminating evil, he took on all evil acts and was dead for 3 days and resurrected, came back to the earth, and then went to heaven. That's what it's just.
The shot. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Just doing a great job of initiating some contact, drawing a guy closer, and he'll get free throws from it.
And some changes here for the Warriors.
But I just want to give that understanding of,
and it's Kuminga in for Moody.
Just because police say don't steal, don't commit crimes, we still do it, right?
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly.
They're even trying to make it easier for y'all, sinners of the world.
Here's the great. He's got 17. Jacks up a 3.
They started making legal surgeries to lose weight. You know, there's acts of gluttony that people don't even consider gluttony. He's 500 pounds.
The Warriors trailing.
And you think God's proud that he is a 500-pound soldier? His Bible literally preaches against these acts of gluttony, and greed. Greed isn't necessarily just food. Greed is anything, money, clothes. You could be a greedy person in regards to your feelings. You don't want anyone to feel the way you feel.
A go-to score with considerable range.
And the Warriors call time here. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their...
There's a lot in the Bible. You gotta read it to understand it. You know. It's really hard to read a book and do a book report on it, and you have no idea what it's about.
64. The Suns, 64.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half turned out to be a great one. As both teams trying to gain an edge.
Feeling a trust today I haven't felt in a really long time. And it was Easter Sunday, the resurrection day. So
he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Second half underway. Here's some Frank Vogel's got on the
you gotta assess it.
Bradley Beal's out there with Devin Booker. Then it's Yusuf Nurkic.
You could argue if those feelings were forced or it's my mind.
Such an underrated playmaker.
Well, guys, the great in the last outing against
we got into the point where people genuinely believe religion is a mindset.
Really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are.
Being religious may be a mindset, but religion itself isn't a mindset. It's a reality.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this.
It's a culture.
He needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Oh, Green right through the contact there.
That's where Draymond's speed becomes a huge advantage as he gets off the pick and roll and guys can't keep up with him.
Booker against Curry. Here's Durant. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Durant's got 15 points.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the strike.
Yusuf Nurkic. First personal.
The Suns leading.
But it's a lot to discuss, you know, in regards to God and Jesus and the acts of sin and free will. I mean, all sins are committed under free will. No sin is committed unintentionally. There's intention of committing sin. You can't unintentionally do wrong.
Just pushing the action action right there.
Oh my God, I didn't mean to crash your song, but if you were... I mean, there's a low chance that you are completely doing the right thing when something wrong happens. You have to have done something wrong.
I mean, the shooting is just the most eye-catching part.
Up the line. If I beat up my girlfriend and my whole week go good, I went on my best. And then I finally get pulled over for a ticket. And I get mad, like, bruh, I beat up my girl. Everything's been going good this entire week, and I beat up my girl on last Sunday. And they finally catch me on a ticket, and I get mad, and I get arrested for resisting arrest. And then they see her black eye, they ask what happened. She tell them I abused her. Bro, God ain't real, bro. God ain't real. He let all that happen to me. Let me have all this happen. Or they'll say, or they'll thank God for this situation.
And he drops it first.
God don't forget either, man.
This league is such a special talent. It's so great to see all of that.
God doesn't forget when evil was done. Because evil is memorable.
Three-pointer, Beal. Hauled in by Curry.
A lot of people remember the first time they got cheated on.
For the lead.
Their first breakup.
Looney. Pass to the great. Back to Looney. It's stolen by Nurkic.
What?
It's Beal on the wing. From the corner. Phoenix no good that time either.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level. And his tonight has been high.
Wiggins from long range. And Wiggins knocks down the three.
Right now helping the offense out by creating space. Andrew Wiggins deadly enough from that spot.
Beal from outside. Looney grabs a miss. Looney's got rebound number 7 tonight. The great with the bucket. And it's a 4-point Warrior lead.
Seems like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
And Booker gets double teamed. Looking to win the run. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Well, on top of just flat out scoring, Booker can really pick apart defenses.
To the paint.
Great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. That's tipped. Looney on the double team. Nurkic finds Beal. Booker for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Curry's got 4 rebounds now. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's the great. And that one hits the back iron. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. The great's got 9 points in the quarter.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
Curry against Booker. And here's Curry. He's got 10.
I know you want to focus on the shooting of Steph, but man, he's going to make plays too.
Anyway, you know, God is a mess. You know, they say God works in mysterious ways because he does. Today, you know, betting on a Sunday isn't really much success, but I've hit.
Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
3 out of 5 bets today. I turned where is it? I turned a total of $40 into about 70 or 80 today. So I mean, you gotta assess it like.
In terms of overall scoring, Stephen Curry third.
This is a guy who never took a night off.
Not because I wouldn't say just because of God made this happen. God, you know, controls everything on this earth. He controls all of. He has control of everything, but he doesn't control every act. You know what I mean? You might have a remote control in your hand, but you meant to like.
And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
You know how you saw a lot of my turnovers come from me trying to make a pass to this place and it goes to somebody else. So do the math. Sometimes you press the button for success and greatness and you end up you can have a remote control in your hand and anything can happen.
Here's Lee. He's covered by Curry. Lee, pass to Beal. Clock at 6. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. The Greats got 4 rebounds in the game. To the middle. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. And now a 10-point Warrior lead.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assist.
To halt the run. Connects. The jumper drops. Durant's gotten 4 this quarter.
Look at KD, mid-range jumper. It's automatic.
And there's just one foul now.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's the Great. Hounded by Beal. Shot on the wing.
Like the defense from Beal doing whatever he could to alter that one.
And the ball goes out.
I was clearly trying to send it out to open goal.
Substitution for the Suns. Bonner.
On defense, the Suns.
Bro, if Curry didn't cut, my player would have kept cutting.
Lee misses. The Warriors have gone 8 of 13 in the second half. To the inside. Wiggins passes to Looney. Here's the Great. 30 points in the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Misses from close range. Phoenix has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Durant. That one's wide left. The Warriors leading. Oh, denied by Durant. And he's able to get it back. Here's the Great.
What is they doing, bro?
Here's the Great. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Beal with it. Green picks him up. Looking to get back on track. Beal's shot is off.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
The shot by Looney, no good. And it's Phoenix's ball. 8-point game. Durant on a 3.
Oh my God.
More and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea.
And it's Beal with the ball for the Suns.
I got 6 turnovers, 2 3-point shot fouls,
out there with Stephen Curry.
Bro,
and
I
it's the
don't
Great. And it's a 3. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Yeah, I'm tired, but this is just like unreasonable crap.
First half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
Green.
See, now that I'm on the Warriors, I really have to move the ball, bro.
A shot, and an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense.
Yeah, I got Curry, but it's not hard to have somebody go by you.
Hauled in by Curry. Curry's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's the Great. Pass to Looney. Here's Moody. The Great, the pass to Curry. Shot clock at 5. Now here's Green. Lets it fly from 18. It's rebounded by Bonner. Bonner's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Down low. Here's Little. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Putting that athleticism to excellent use. Little slamming it down.
It's stolen by Nurkic. deal with it. Here's Bonner. No good on the three. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Got a piece of it. And now the Suns fast break.
Oh my gosh. Are we serious, 2K? 2K, now this is a level of targeting that I just can't deal with, bro. I don't even think I touched him. Where? I didn't touch him. I didn't touch him. I didn't touch him. Bro, he never got touched. I didn't touch him. I didn't touch, bro.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls,
I'm done. I can't play this.